Hello everyone, this is KP the Math G. We're about to do, or I am about to do, my 161st YouTube video. You think about it in, let's see, what is that sport? Baseball. Yeah, Major League Baseball plays 162 regular season games. Wow, I'm very close to that, am I? Alright, well anyway, we're looking at the 2023 free response question number 5. We're going to look at parts C and D, and they kind of go together, and I think we have time to do both of them. Above is given that F and G are both twice differentiable, as we can take the derivative of them. It's already showing that you can do that, but also it says that F and G are both what? If you said continuous, you are absolutely correct. So this is a function. These numbers here, F at 0, for example, is 10. F prime at 2 is -8. G prime at, let's say, 2 is 2. See? Or G at 2 is 2, and G prime at 2 is 4. And so on. Okay. So what we're here to do is find m at 2, given that m at x is equal to 5x cubed plus this antiderivative from 0 to x, definite integral, if you will, of f prime at t dt. Now we'll look at this, and I know I can almost picture that if you're a student, you're going to look at this and freak out. Maybe you won't. I know when I first looked at it and I was first learning how to do this, I did. I freaked out. What's this? Well, you have to learn the rules, right? So we got to figure out what this part is. So let's do that. Let's do m prime at x, because, oh no, we don't have to do m prime. This is just m at 2, right? So we don't have to do any prime, but now this, we got to expand. I'll show you. M at x. First of all, we'll deal with m at x. Is equal to, nothing changes because it's m at x. You're not doing a derivative. And sometimes I think that students will try to think, well, instead of looking at this, you think m prime is sitting here, and it's not. It's just m. Well, this is just m. And I have to look at stuff like that myself, because if I don't, I'm going to try to take m prime by accident. It's m at 2. Alright, so leave this alone as is. But this, what's all this? Well, it is just plain f at x minus, the fundamental theorem of the calculus, right? I think that's right. Minus f at 0. Don't leave off this one. It's not just f at x. It's f at x minus f at 0. That's the definition of that. Right? Not f prime, just f. The derivative of the antiderivative is f. That's it. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, it's easy, isn't it? M at 2. Alright. 5 times 2 cubed plus f at 2 minus f at 0. So we got this is easy. 2 cubed is, don't you dare do 5 times 2 is 10 and get 1,000 out of that. Oh, I see students in maybe Algebra 1 doing that. Maybe, and some of them don't even do that. Now, 2 cubed is 8. 5 times 8 is 40. So here's 40. I'm going to put it up here. Now, plus Elf at 2. Elf at 2 is 7. 7. Minus Elf at 0 is 10. Alright, so 47 minus 10 equals 37. And that's all you're doing. And I think sometimes when we see a problem, we want to make more out of it than what it is. All they're really trying to see if you know how to do right here is, can you expand this? That's all they want out of this question. Do you know what this is? And then can you plug it into the table and get your answer from there? That's all they're asking for, really. That's all they want from this problem. Now, part D is different though. Everybody see this? F at x minus F at 0. Let's leave that up there. I want to leave it up there for a reason. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this question here. And I really need to put it over here, the question on the side here. So bear with me as I do. I wrote it on my paper, I just didn't write it on the board. I should have. Alright, I'm going to put part D. I'm just going to put it in a different color, if I may. Alright, let's put it right here. Bear with me, please. Alright, part D is M. Is M. We're talking about in part C. In part C. Increasing, I'm going to abbreviate, decreasing, or neither. Oh, let's squeeze that in there. Alright. And question mark. I'll just slide that down at the bottom. Is M increasing or decreasing or neither? Oh, again, think about what the question is asking. Is this function M increasing? Oh, probably going from left to right. Increasing or decreasing or neither? Well, I guess if it's neither, the answer would be 0, wouldn't it? Because you have no slope, not increasing nor decreasing. Increasing, decreasing. When you see those two words, when they're asking you for this, you're looking for what? What are you looking for? No prime. Always remember, when you see increasing or decreasing in a problem, you are taking the derivative. That's kind of like going from asking for velocity or even acceleration. You're taking derivatives, aren't you? Well, increasing or decreasing requires a derivative of this. Now, I already have this written out, don't I? I already know what this is. This is this. This is M right here. So it's easy, I think. Now, be very careful here. I'm going to put it up here. Now, it says M prime. I'm just going to put it right here. Now we know what this is. Don't let that confuse you. All that is 3 times 5 is 15x. Lower this by 1, x squared. Now, I do we find the derivative of f at x? You put a prime on it. Now, if we take the derivative, this is a constant, right? F at 0 is 10. This is 10. What's the derivative of 10? 0. So the derivative of f at 0 is 0. So we have 15x squared minus f prime at x. So now we just need, excuse me, let me step over here where you can see this. M prime, let's put it up here maybe, M prime at 2. Whoa, let's put it up here, I need some room. M prime at 2. What is that? Well, M prime at 2, I know what it is. It's 15 times 2 squared, right? Plus F prime at 2, and I don't need to add minus 0. Just leave it like that. Now 2 squared is 4. 15 times 4, 15, 30, 45, 60. 60 plus F prime at 2. F prime at 2 is negative 8. F prime at 2 is negative 8. That's the only thing you got to do. They're wanting to see, can you read this? Because if you can't get from here, if you can't get it from here, then we're lost. But F prime at 2 is negative 8. So, oh, good. And we know that that equals 52. Now, don't leave it at that. You got to decide from this answer, is M increasing or decreasing? Well, we found M prime at 2, so M prime at 2 is 52, which really all they want to know is this answer positive or negative? Which is positive, right? This implying that, you might even say, therefore, M is increasing, because it's positive. This negative is decreasing. Positive, it's increasing. At, or when M is, or X is equal to 2. When, or at, X equals 2. You have to have some explanation to get the full point. You can't just come down and say 52. You're going to get some credit if you do. They're going to give you some credit for knowing this. Alright? They're going to give you some credit for finding 52. And, of course, if you want all the points, you've got to say M is increasing. I like to say, listen to me now. I'm going to get the original question. It says, is the function M increasing, decreasing, or neither at X equals 2? So that's what I say. M is increasing at, that's what I just answered. I just rewrite their question in terms of an answer. M is increasing at X equals 2. You can't go wrong doing that. They can't count this incorrect. This is good here, but then you got to say M is increasing for this reason, which is positive, for this reason, or therefore. Some people even say which implies M is increasing at X equals 2. That means implies. You can say that. I like either one. You can put a period at the end of this and say therefore. Those little 3 triangle dots means that. Therefore, it's not so bad after all. They're really testing your ability in the first one to see if you knew what this meant. Then, of course, they've got to say one more thing: is M increasing or decreasing, which means you've got to find the derivative of this. If you already have this one written out from part C, look at part C and just put that prime there. Don't make this difficult. Put a prime symbol there, and then plug in the 2 and look at there. F prime at 2 is -8. You already can figure this out, and you're blindfolded, right? At this level you can. Okay. But 60 plus -8 is 52. Good. Now say what? Now make that conclusion. Make that conclusion. This is not, just don't read too much into it. M prime at 2 is 52, which is positive. Oh, yeah, it is. Which means M is increasing at x equals 2. You got it. There it is. All the points. Really nice little problem here. Both C is just to test your ability to do this. Can you do that? And then plug the 2 in. And D is take it a little further. Now explain. Explain your answer. Justify your answer. That you just justified it right there. Okay. So there it is. So anyway, this is KP the Math G. My wife just shut the door, and I don't know where that camera just went off to. Okay, yeah, it did kind of turn it a little bit. That's my wife. She's a good one. Anyway, KP the Math G is about ready to sign off. You can feel free to subscribe. I'm stuck at 89 subscribers. I want that 90th one. Alright, doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about you learning this. Make a comment if you'd like to. Okay, make a comment. And then of course, if you really are into it, you can hit that like button right there. And see, I always smile. I smile. It's kind of a pre-smile, I smile before you do it. Okay, if you hit that like button, you don't have to. Put a smile on my face if I see it. When I see 5 likes or something like that, whoa. Okay, anyway, it does make me feel good, and it keeps my mind sharp too. That's the reason I do these videos. It is not only just for you, but to keep my mind sharp in this. I've been out of school now since 2023, and I kind of want to keep my mind sharp on this. Okay, and so yeah, 161st video. Very good here. And I'm sure I have numerous other videos that overlap this. So it's kind of a repetitive thing after a while. Okay. After a while you can only do so much calculus. So that's it. Anyway, KP the Math G signing off. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great, great day.